friends, Shelley here, the Youth and Family Program Coordinator. I'm so glad that you're here with us today as we go through our daily Bible reading from our Taking Faith Home Toolkit that we've been using as an entire congregation to learn and grow and practice our faith together each and every day. I love that we can connect like this, both with our faith and with each other in these daily Bible readings. And I hope that they inspire you to have deep and meaningful conversations, as well as to share with others outside of our community some of the things that we're talking about, or sharing these videos out so that others can engage in the process of developing their faith as well. If you have a Bible nearby, you can go ahead and grab it and follow along with me as I read. Otherwise, of course, you can always just listen as well. As a reminder, our focus for this week is we are fed by God's love to bear good fruit. And for Friday, we are reading James chapter 3, verses 13 through 18. Who is wise and understanding among you? Let him show it by his good life, by deeds done in the humility that comes from wisdom. But if you harbor bitter envy and selfish ambition in your hearts, do not boast about it or deny the truth. Such wisdom does not come down from heaven, but is earthly, unspiritual, of the devil. For where you have envy and selfish ambition, there you find disorder and every evil practice. But the wisdom that comes from heaven is first of all pure, then peace-loving, considerate, submissive, full of mercy and good fruit, impartial and sincere. Peacemakers who sow in peace raise a harvest of righteousness. So what stood out to you today in that reading? You know, I think the thing that stood out to me is how James contrasted earthly wisdom, which is really full of envy and selfishness they spoke of, that selfish ambition. And then compare that to God's wisdom, which is pure and peaceful and full of mercy, were the words used in our reading. And you know, of course, the world seems to always often value power, and power that we have over each other or over resources. But God really calls us to a different kind of wisdom, the kind that is merciful, the kind that is rooted in love. And so wisdom is a very important thing to consider in our faith. And so with that, I want to post this reflection question for you to discuss with those around you, or even possibly post in the comments some of the ideas that you have. So tell me, where do you see earthly wisdom examples versus godly wisdom examples? And how can you seek to reflect God's wisdom out in the world versus that earthly wisdom? How do you reflect God's love out in the world? Those are two really great questions you could, again, spend some time talking about with a friend, or if not, you can journal about it, or again, post in the comments and we can start a conversation about it. I also have a great idea for an activity where you can really sort of live this out in your daily life. This might be a great activity if you are in the car, driving somewhere, or maybe, you know, sitting quietly somewhere together with friends. Play a little game of wisdom. And what you'll do is each person will take a turn presenting two choices of wisdom. And based on, you know, one can be the selfish worldly view, and then the other one can be kind of what would likely be the opposite, and it'd be based on kindness and God's spiritual wisdom that we've spoken about and read about today. And then discussed how they reflect differently in the world. So really we can dig in deeper and think of the examples we have in our life, and how our choices can reflect different options. Well, again, I hope this inspires you, and if it does, please share it with others so that they can be moved and build on their faith as well. We'll go ahead and close with a short prayer today. God of wisdom, teach us to seek your way, choosing peace, kindness, and mercy in all we do. Amen. Well, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm so glad that you're here, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.